stream. I am starting early because it might be a bit of a short stream today. There is a lot of noise here. I have family over. They slept over after Thanksgiving night yesterday. By the way, how was everybody's Thanksgiving? And if you don't celebrate that, how was your Thursday? I have a lot to talk about today. It's been a busy week for me. But we'll let everyone come in for a bit first. And the neighbors have their family over, so there's a lot of noise. Because I live in a cul-de-sac, there's a lot of noise from my neighbor's house. But we're just gonna get started on the shiny hunting because we can chat over there. Last week we did the full screen shiny stream. We're gonna do the fancy shiny stream, the one where I have the template. Because I bought this and I don't use it that much, so I might as well start using it again. But yeah, it's Thanksgiving week. I think some people are Black Friday shopping. And hopefully there's no other audio. I was testing out lo-fi music to play in the background, but I feel well, I personally like playing my own lo-fi music when I watch other people shiny hunt, so if I put lo-fi music, it would make it hard for you guys to put your own, so I was like, oh, maybe I won't do that today. Hi, Active. Do you have the day off, or are you working? On Friday. Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving. Got to see my niece at least. Oh yeah. How old is she now? Still 7, 8, 9, 10. I got to see my nieces and nephews. Everyone kind of had their own places to be, so it was small this. No, I'm at work. It's okay. Money is money. You could use it. Everyone can use extra money. Store is busy today because of sale. What do you recommend from your store? What should I buy from your store? Oh, I'll catch you guys up. It's only been 5 minutes since stream started. We'll let people come in and settle in. She's 7 in 2nd grade. My niece and nephew can beat up your niece. Mines are 10 and 8 or 10 and 9. But they're really tall. They're taller than me already. Which I guess isn't saying too much. Okay. If we get our shiny, what do we do? I'm really hoping streaming on a holiday will give me holiday luck. My niece is 2, so I bet they can. I was referring to Kilo's niece, but I don't think, no. I don't think it would be very ethical or morally right for my nieces and nephews to beat up a baby. I think 2 is still a baby. When do they count as a toddler? Comics. What kind of comics? Do you guys only sell comics? Because I know there's hybrid comic stores now that are trying to stay afloat, and they don't just sell comics. They also sell Pop Marts, figurines, and some have even become a manga / comic store just to, have a higher consumer demographic. Is that the term? Just have more people to sell to. Yeah. We're mainly yeah, because I remember when comic stores used to just be comic books and the occasional trading cards, because those were already a thing with comic books. Trading cards have been around for a long time too, but now with Pop Marts, figurines, and manga becoming an international thing, I think they started doing that. Yeah, so I was just wondering if yours did that too, because ours does that just to stay, relevant. Because I don't know, I never bought comic book stuff. I used to just go into browse. Well, probably, but she's sweet girl. She wouldn't fight anyone just to fight. We live in Washington. We have to fight because people here don't fight. So if they're gonna fight, it's probably because they want to fight. Most people here just ignore each other. So if they're wanting to fight, it's a fight. But we were taught, like everyone in our family was taught, not to hit first, so we don't get in trouble, but to always fight back. Do not take any lessons from me, guys. This is just what I've been taught by my family. Okay. Hi, Toffee Jim. You made it this time. Hey. Do you like toffee? I am a casual toffee enjoyer. I prefer. I don't know if this is the same, but I like nougat. I really like nougat. Oops, I'm giving it a nickname. Cancel. Her dad can do the fighting though. Well, my niece's nephew's mom can do the fighting too. We went to the same high school, but at like different generations. Cause she's like 20 years older than me. And she went to our high school before they added the STEM program. So it was pretty ghetto. And you had to be in a gang to survive. Or just mind your own business. But I think she was in a gang. She didn't do much. She just had the RBF face, the resting B face. But she was scary before. She's calmed down. She's like 40 now. So okay, let's see if okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soft resetting the stone event and Soul Silver. Oh, did you guys hear about the Rayquaza event coming up in December? I'm really excited for that because Rayquaza is my favorite legendary and my favorite shiny version. So if I don't get it, I'm gonna cry. Because I couldn't get. Well, now I can't get Rayquaza and Emerald because I lost my Emerald, but I don't think Rayquaza has popped up in any other game. So that's like my only chance to get shiny Rayquaza. Also, they have other shinies, black shinies coming in the event. I think Carbink is one. Satitan or Satotl, one of the two, I forget. I think Satotl. And then there's a third one that are gonna pop up, like increased shiny rates in the wild. Also, if I feel really slow, like I'm just not doing anything, it's because I'm still waking up. I didn't do much in Thanksgiving. Again, it was small. But I did stay up a little late. Hi, Fruit Juice. Hi, Active. Oh, I already said hi. We have Fruit Juice, Active Rug, and Toffee Gym. We have some very interesting usernames today. I love that you got Fruit Juice though. That's amazing. That you got Fruit Juice. What's your favorite fruit juice? Hi again. EP, yeah, I'm EP. I literally just said hi. Okay, let's see. Draw selection box. Can I do this? I always forget if I could do this or not. Let's just replace it. Yeah. I keep pressing the wrong button. There we go. Okay, I can't. I always forget I can't do that. Okay, we're gonna do it manually. Because I think I'm too tired to do the thingy. My brain is like autopilot and like what's it called? Basic mode. Basic functions. Thanksgiving was in October. Is that Canada? I have cousins in Canada and they said Happy Thanksgiving to me and I said Happy Thanksgiving to you too, or whenever that is in Canada. But she forgot to. I don't think it's a big thing over there as much as it is in the Americas. That sounds almost too long. I would have lost my marbles even with my Latias when entering the finance until the game went by 3 live stream is when I was soft resetting for a shiny Piplup in Brilliant Diamond because they said, oops, it was one of the only main games, or it's not a main game, it's a remake. It was only one of the titles that you can soft reset for a shiny starter. I never got my shiny Piplup. I'm really sad. But yeah, I don't know why. I feel like soft resetting is one of the more popular ways. And then I think it's tied or next to egg hunting. But I always thought egg hunting would be the more popular one because it's more chill, because soft resetting, I don't know, there's a lot of steps. This one I'm literally just holding my left stick. Do you have either of the other shiny starters, G-Chat? I have no shiny starters. If I get this Fuecoco, it will be my first one ever. Oh, I'm a liar, I'm a liar, I'm a liar. Pants on fire. I have a shiny Charizard. I got that from Masuda method in X and Y. So yeah, never mind. I have a shiny Charizard. To be fair, I wanted it because it was a black dragon with red wings. I feel like Charizard is the golden child of Nintendo because it has such a cool shiny. Like, what the heck? He's already a dragon, now he's like a badass dragon. Meanwhile, Dragonite is green. Why is Dragonite green? Why couldn't Dragonite like be red or something? Because Dratini's shiny is purple or pink, I forget. It's really cute and pretty. And then Dragonite turns like a lime green purple, which I guess is still kind of cute. It reminds me of like Green Goblin or something. But I was like, it makes it feel like Barney too. Like a Barney shiny, because it's already a very round lizard. And Barney's a round dinosaur. It's just like an inverted Barney. So I was like, if I ever get a shiny Dragonite, it's gonna be called Barney. I think Charizard's not a dragon. It looked like dragon. It breathed fire like dragon. It sounds like dragon. It dragon. Now they fixed that in X and Y with the Mega Charizards. The Mega Charizards are Flying Dragon and Fire Dragon. Game Freak was like, oops. A flying fire type. It confused everybody. Why not dragon? I don't want to buy DLCs too for the whole thing story. You don't really have to buy the DLCs, I think, for Scarlet and Violet. I think it's just for extra content and extra Pokemon, but you can honestly get the Pokemons from trading. Like Wonder Trades or just trading online. Like join a Discord trading. I think that's where people are spoiled now. Do you guys remember when you had to go to forums or have IRL friends that played Pokemon to get Pokemon to trade with, but now you can just join a Discord server dedicated to Pokemon. And then, like, usually those servers have trading. Like, now you can just trade on Discord, like, set up trades. Like, hey, I'm looking for this. Does anyone want this? Willing to trade for this? Or something like that. Like, trading is so much easier now. Remember when you needed that cord? That cord to connect your Game Boys, because there was no such thing as Wi-Fi to trade. Or Bluetooth or whatever they use now. What is it? The Blu-rays. Hi Jessica Kelly. Thank you. Yeah, the GBA link. Welcome to stream. Yeah, not all dragons need to be a dragon type. In my heart of hearts, Fuecoco is a dragon type. And then just turns into a crocodile. Does he not look like a baby dragon? Like, I feel like Fuecoco would be, like, you know, he's kind of like a derpy Pokemon. Kind of like a Psyduck, but Psyduck's just confused. I didn't even move and the heck hatched. This must be a shiny. Look at Fuecoco. Look like dragon. Breathe fire. My criteria for being a dragon. Have any of these look like a dragon? Check. Breathe fire. Check. Sound like a dragon. It does sound like a crocodile. oldest things on Earth. Like, they look the same since prehistoric times. They just never needed to evolve because they're already their peak form. Imagine being your peak form, that you don't have to evolve like everyone else. Like, meanwhile, we have an appendix that we don't use, and that's gonna be my segue for what happened to me this week. Gyarados being the rest used to be something myth where Carpshot something goes into long oriental dragon. I like Gyarados and magic. I feel like Gen 1 Pokemon had some really cool Pokemon evolution designs in terms of like the inspiration for their evolutions. And like, yeah, I don't know. They just make sense. I like Fanny so much. Fanpy, the elephant. The elephant, yeah, me too. Fanpy's really cute. Fanpy, right? Dugtrio. I really want to know the bottom of Diglett and Dugtrio. Like, what is the bottom? Are they gonna ever address that canonically? Or is the fandom gonna have to forever figure that out ourselves? Yeah, I celebrated Thanksgiving. With my family, just something small. Usually it's like a really big thing, but my family all had different families to go to, like in-laws, or they're adults now, they have their own family. So it's just like whoever came. And it was kind of just like bring your own food, kind of potluck. We made our food, they made theirs, they brought it over, and we had like a little potluck. I made honey walnut shrimp for the first time. It was so good. And Hasselbeck potatoes, because I don't like making mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes is so much work and so tiring. And I'm like, potato is potato, I'll just make a different potato. And I feel like French fries doesn't really speak, doesn't really give off, you know, Thanksgiving vibes. So I made Hasselbeck potatoes. I don't know how to describe it. It's baked potato, but easy. And then we had lechon instead of turkey. We don't like turkey in this family. It's dry. It's like big dry chicken. We don't really eat ham. Same reason. Not that it's dry, but I don't know, not our taste. So we just had a lechon baboy. You can look that up. But not like the whole pig. We had like a section of the pig because we can't afford a whole pig. A whole pig is so expensive. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta get the other set of eggs we hatched. Not a baker. Wish I would. I am just a food enjoyer, food lover. I just like eating. So Lechon's poor guy. That's why Lechonk, even though he's such a basic Pokemon, I think he's easily a part of my favorites additions to like the Pokemon scene. Like Lechonk, so smart, so good. So, it's chef's kiss. They were cooking, they ate, we ate Lechonk. I went to the Christmas rock band, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I haven't been to an orchestra in a long time. How was it? I wanted to go to like it's like Symphony of Lights, and basically it's like this, it's like this little event band thing that goes around cities, and they just play, like musics. Like the last one I went to was Disney. They play different Disney songs, and it's different ensembles. So like there's orchestra set, and then there's gonna be like flutes and wind instruments only, and then there's sometimes where like flutes, violins, and cellos, something like that. It's just depending on the ensemble. And the last one we went to was, I think, anime. So they played some like Inuyasha, Naruto, you know, like the classic animes. And then the Disney ones, different Disney songs. And then Harry Potter, we listened to the Harry Potter one. But that was all during like post-COVID 2021, 2022, when they were just haven't been able to have time, and the tickets are always sold out because I think they boomed. But I really wanted to go to the Tim Burton one. We weren't able to go to the Tim Burton Symphony of Lights, but that's my only experience of orchestra. That was a long time ago. I think this game is really good to have lots of cool dudes. Yeah. I think someone said earlier, I think it was Fruit Juice, they said they want to get it just for Armor Rouge and Ceruledge. Is that their name? I forget. Have you guys seen the anime fight of Armor Rouge versus Ceruledge? I have no idea if that's like in the anime or like a Poketoon or a fan-made thing, but it was really, really good, and the story was really, really cute and sad. And it always makes me feel bad for like catching wild Pokemon, because it always feels like you're taking them away from their family or something, and that little, I don't know, this short episode, whatever, emphasize that. Yeah, they both look so cool, they look so good, and I'm so happy. The fights look great. I will say the thing I appreciate about the new gen Pokemon is their fight scenes got better over the years. Like, I love the old anime, but the fights can be really, really outdated. But now the fights are like fast-paced, flashy, and they actually feel really cool, you know? And I can't tell if it's an egg or if I got stuck. I don't know. I haven't seen that. Me too. I just see clips on TikTok or YouTube because my For You page, you know. It's not too sad in it, so I wish the guy, I guess they're different. Ceruledge wants to stay wild while Armor Rouge found his best friend, his Pokemon trainer, but I really wish, I ran into Dedenne so tiny. I don't even see him. He's microscopic, guys. He's in the grass. He's in the tall grass. You can't see him. Anyways, I guess that's the con of getting. This is the con of getting Scarlet and Violet fruit juice. It's super buggy for a AAA game. Is Nintendo count as AAA? What does AAA stand for? I just think of batteries. Alkaline, alkaline, alkaline. What a great game. Yeah, so good. So good. Okay. I just wish they could be best friends again and that he caught him and they could travel together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But as long as they're both happy, I guess it has a happy ending. I'm really happy. I only saw the fight and the sad story of them getting separated. Oh yeah, they made the ghost a shiny. I didn't even notice that because I've never seen shiny Ceruledge or Armor Rouge until the comments said they're shiny. And I was like, oh, cool. I do not think I have the shiny charm because in order to get shiny charm, I think I have to finish the Pokedex. And I'm too impatient to do that. Oh god, look at all the Fidos. Christmas ASMR. Christmas ASMR. I sleep in the snow, and we do ASMR in the snow. And you guys watch me make sure I don't freeze to death. You guys keep me warm by chatting. Yeah, so I can't wait for the Snickers music. We've already been. My dad started the moment it turned November, and they started playing in the radio. We're Filipino. In the Philippines, we don't really have Halloween, Thanksgiving, all the in-between holidays, so once it's September in Philippines, it's Christmas. Christmas and New Year's the only big holidays left. We only started doing Halloween because the West does it, and it looks fun. But we don't really celebrate Halloween in the way we do it, like the way traditional quote-unquote Halloween is in the Philippines is we just visit the dead. It's like our Day of the Dead. I forgot what it's called, All Saints Day or something like that. I forget, but we never had Halloween until now when it got popularized. September, but in the Philippines they put up Christmas trees on September 1. The moment August ends. We call it the Burr months. PER, September, October, November, December. Those are the Christmas months. Burr. If you watch any major Philippine news station or TV show, they have a countdown starting in September of how many days before Christmas. It's like a huge thing, you know, like we have a countdown for New Year's here. Like 12 hours before New Year's. Ours is like 94 more days before Christmas. 93 more days before Christmas. It's like a huge thing, and it's just on the corner of the news, the news station. I used to watch that all the time growing up. I don't know why it gave me a little bit of like anxiety, excitement, because of like countdowns usually give me that. I get anxious when there's a countdown. I left my Christmas tree up for 3 years once. Oh, did you at least decorate it differently for each holiday? I feel like if I left it, I would just take out the ornaments and just start hanging up different. Like Valentine's Day, you're a heart tree now. I feel like Halloween would be really fun. Put cobwebs, some bats, ghosts, maybe blood splatters here and there. Make it look like a tree in a graveyard and put a gravestone around it. But I might just be biased because Halloween is my favorite holiday. No nicknames of Fuecoco. One more egg, and then we can switch out our eggs. Oh, I almost ran into the wall. I need to stay on the streets. Stay on the sidewalks. To make a Christmas tree allergy, you just have to stop watering it. What if you have a fake tree? Just take out the fake branches. We use fake trees in our house. I always wanted to try getting like an organic Christmas tree, a real Christmas tree. I don't know what to call it. Like, you know, in the movies, the Christmas movies, they go out and they choose a tree, or the tree chooses you, whatever, and you bring it home. I never got to experience that. The way we do it is we use the same one until we lose it or break it, or it looks ugly, and then we go to Target, Walmart, wherever, Home Depot, and get a new one. And then it'll last us another good 10 to 15 years. Thank you. Yeah, everyone likes my unintelligible whispers. Honestly, it's me just reading really, really fast or making up words in between the real words. That's the trick to it. Like, ticka ticka ticka. I try to put that in if there's a lot of T's in the word. Like, let's see. I'll choose a random comment to read. Oh. Okay, a lot of... There. Kilos is pretty long. Real Christmas trees take a lot of work. So that one has a lot of T's. I'll go real work. And then that's how you do an intelligible whisper. At least how I do it. It's just a lot of practice, guys. I don't know. Jibber jabber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys writing this down? The store is now empty and I'm alone now. Is your mall? Are you at like a... I forget if I asked this. Are you a store in a mall? Or are you like those stores that are just outside the mall, if that makes sense? The organic trees are super, like the leaves fall off and scatter everywhere. And you bring home bugs. That was the big turn off for my family. Because, of course, it's a tree, a real tree, and real trees are homes to different types of animals. And there's like scary stories of like people bringing home termites or some kind of bug, like a pest, and then they don't notice until it's too late. It's in their house already. But yeah, and I get it. It's not, those are just scary stories. Like, they're rare. They're not common occurrences, but we don't want to take our chances. I feel like the only unwelcome guest we would want from a tree is maybe a baby bird, a squirrel or two. The biggest one is a raccoon. A raccoon just randomly in a tree. We have a lot of raccoons in Peter Piper picked up Echo Pickle Peppers. Did it nice first try. No. I could try it, but then I feel like wouldn't that defeat the purpose of a tongue twister? I could try it though. We could do Filipino tongue twisters. Ooh, thank you for the video idea. Filipino tongue twisters are so hard. But I don't know if it's just hard because it's my second language. English is my first. I was born here. And then my grandma spoke to me in Tagalog, Filipino. It's a dialect. And that's how I learned. Also, I watched a lot of her teleseries, or telenovelas. Hi, Mainslay, GD. Oh, GD, that's my cousin's moniker, online moniker. I will call you Mainslay. Trash pandas. Oh, that makes me sad. I like to call them little thieves because they look like they're wearing a robber mask, like little mask. Okay, that was our first deck. My work is an outdoor mall. Normally I just work by myself. That's nice. That's pretty chill. I get. Okay, there's like pros and cons to everything. The pro of working by yourself is you don't have to initiate small talk with your coworkers, and you have like peace of mind to yourself when there's no customers. You can work at your own pace, play your own music, yada yada yada. But the downside, and like I've thought of this, is like it's gonna be a little bit stressful in terms of like if something goes wrong, you're in charge. You can't really ask anyone for help. It's up to you, you know? But yeah, I'm an overthinker. Our pink king is really taking his sweet time to pop out of an egg. It's okay. He can take his time. He can come out when he's ready. No pressure, no pressure. I can have rabies, VTubers, or I don't. VTubers. Yeah, that's why I'm scared of them. IRL raccoons can have rabies. Opossums, on the other hand, do not. Their bodies, I think, cannot hold the germ or virus or something like that. I forget the science behind it for the rabies. So like they're perfectly rabies free. But still don't take any chances. They can still have other types of like bacteria and germs. They are still wild. So just because they're rabies free, still be careful. I am not condoning the random handling of wild animals. Please stay safe, guys. We're almost to 2025. Stay safe. Oh, speaking of staying safe, I can finally talk about it. You guys ready for story time? Let me catch up on comics. I don't know tongue twister now. Right now, I don't have one on the top of my head. Something about Monica and Monaco, Mechanica, Manika, and those are just words. I don't remember the context, but there's a little bit I know. It's just been a while. Don't worry, I'll look it up. I was watching it allegedly, of course. You're right. I'm a witness. He works diligently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it can get long. It's okay. You get customers, right? I guess the slow days can be particularly lonely. But story time. I keep getting distracted. My sister got appendicitis on Saturday night or Sunday morning, depending on how you look at it, at 1 a.m. And it was so scary. Well, I have a history of stomach aches. I always have a tummy ache. I have a very weak body. So I just thought it was like one of those days, just like gastritis when you have random gas buildup in your stomach, or like, you know, when you get a cramp randomly and it hurts the rest of the day. You know, stuff like that. So my sister, I made her her soup just in case it was gastritis, and I watched her, helped her fall asleep, and for the rest of the night she thought she could just sleep it off. Come Sunday morning, and it was still the same pain. So we're like, that's weird, it should be better by now, especially after sleeping and soup and medication. Over-the-counter meds. So we went to emergency care. We went to the emergency room. And we got put in right away. I was like, oh, okay. That means it's serious. And we did some tests. She did her first CT scan, her first ultrasound. It was like a first for everything for her. I've had both. Well, not the CT scan. I've had ultrasounds before. Again, tummy problems. And they were checking to make sure it wasn't her ovaries, because that's really, really important to catch early on. Because you want to save the ovaries. It was not, thankfully. And so it left only the appendix as the other option left, because they were going between ovaries and appendix. And then the CT scans confirmed it was appendicitis, so then we got transferred to the main hospital, the surgery wing, and that was our first time together being in an ambulance. Very, very anticlimactic. It felt like just being in the back of a U-Haul. Have you guys ever been in the back of a U-Haul? It was just kind of like that, but it was safer because we were strapped in and seatbelts, and it was very quiet. Very kind of awkward. My sister just went to sleep because, again, she's in pain, so she's just resting as much as she can. And there was 2 EMTs, one driving in the front and one working on the back with us to stay with her just in case something happens. She can react quickly. But she was just working on her laptop, getting my sister's information, and I'm just kind of sitting there. And it was a 5-minute drive, but it felt really long because of how awkward it was. And we finally got to the hospital. And we were waiting for a slot for surgery. And yeah, so we spent the first half of this Thanksgiving weekend, or Thanksgiving week, in the hospital. It was actually really scary because it was my sister's first surgery. She's never had it, so it was very scary for her. But they said it wasn't an emergency. Her appendix didn't rupture, which is like the worst scenario. It was just inflamed, and that's why it was hurting so much. And then we asked them, how do you get appendicitis? They said it can be from like any reason. Like it just kind of just happens. And that's why most people just get it removed. And it was a very low risk surgery. So from Saturday to Monday, and the surgery was like an hour. Once my sister got a slot, she got prepped. It took 1 hour. She was on anesthesia, so it took her 2 hours to wake up. So she slept for that, and then they let her go when she peed, and there was no blood or anything, and it was safe. But now my sister is on a recovery journey, and yeah, just crazy. My sister has like this weird. Glad they got her early and it wasn't that bad. Yeah, because I feel like it's hard knowing exactly like the reasoning when you're a girl, because it could be so many things. Like we have so many stomach problems because of our uterus. Like every female organ is like in her stomach, and anything wrong could be anything from like ovary stuff, uterus stuff. So like it's really hard to figure it out. But thankfully, with a CT scan, the progress and advancement of medical technology, they narrowed it down pretty quickly, and we got the surgery right away. And we were out and about literally just 24 hours later. So that was just a big update. I was actually really worried I wouldn't be able to do anything this week, just in case like it was a bigger problem. I was able to get the My Sims video uploaded because I finished that last week. A little behind the scenes. Usually the videos I edit, I finished it like a week before, and I just schedule it for the week it goes up. like at least 2 days before, at most a week before. So the My Sims one was finished last week. I finished the Elden Ring video Tuesday, and the Pokemon one was really short, so I finished that the same day as the Elden Ring. So yeah, Elden Ring video tonight, guys. Spoiler alert. But I was planning originally as like a Thanksgiving holiday treat, like back-to-back uploads. I was gonna do an extra video, like Pokemon today, Elden Ring yesterday, and then another extra video today. But because of the surgery and stuff, I was not able to edit that extra video, so that will be going up either Sunday or Monday instead, but it's okay. My sister's health was more important. So I had to stay with her in the hospital, because she, again, it was her first time, she didn't feel safe. I think I had 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I think I've had surgery before too, but just wisdom teeth, nothing crazy, nothing fatal or lethal. It was just 3 wisdom teeth at once, so it was back to back. I actually had all 4 of my wisdom teeth, which is crazy, and I removed one in my orthodontist. It didn't require any surgery. It was so funny. He just had to like do like an anesthesia on my gums, so just in the area, not like whole body anesthesia. So I was awake the whole time. I don't know if you guys want to hear this. Let me know if you don't want to hear this. I won't say it. I won't tell the story. Because I just realized it's gonna get a little bit not too graphic, but I know some people don't like details of surgeries. This one was just like, because I was awake, I could recall what they did to me. Yeah, especially since it sucks out like the most one can be so broken. Yeah, and again, like I said, why don't we evolve? Doesn't evolution take a long time, right? I feel like that's one of the reasons we should evolve to have our appendix removed. Also, what's the point of our small pinky toe? Do we use our small pinky toe? Because the small pinky toe is the weirdest toe in my opinion. Which toe do you think is the weirdest toe? I had a conversation of this with my cousins. Like, you know, when you have sleepovers, you guys kind of just yap in the middle of the night when you can't sleep about random stuff. One of the random stuff we would talk about is which toe looked the weirdest. And I said pinky toe because it's like kind of just off to the side. And sometimes the nail is so tiny on some people's toes, they're like non-existent. Because I've seen like funny videos of people trying to paint their pinky toenail and it's literally just a dot. It's kind of sad. Don't hate on the small pinky toe. I'm sorry. Okay, I take it back. I didn't know that there were some people passionate about him. I gotta catch the letter. It's tired. It's getting okay. Bye, active. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. See you when I see you. I am those people that ignore the pain because I don't know. I grew up in like a very I came from an immigrant family, so I grew up very frugal. And one of the things I learned growing up was hospital is very expensive. That's what my parents would literally tell me every time I was gonna do something dumb, like something that might break my knee or like my neck. You know, like kids doing kid things. Like hospital is very expensive. So growing up, I had that drilled into my brain. So now I'm just like, if I'm not, I feel like I'm dying, but I'm not dying. Maybe I don't need to go to the hospital. Maybe if I take Tylenol every 4 hours, it will just go away. But yeah, that never worked. Never mind the opposable big toes. I want a tail. We lost the opposable big toes chimps and monkeys have. Oh yeah, that's what they use to climb the trees, right? You guys know what I found out shocked because I always grew up thinking they just ate fruits and veggies, and I never thought about the omnivore part where they ate meat. I always thought it was gonna be something small, like maybe a lizard or a bird, but they eat smaller monkeys, and I was so sad. Together Ape Strong. I never finished, what is that movie? The one with Caesar. It's like a trilogy now, right? Planet of the Apes. I never finished Planet of the Apes. I watched the first movie, heard about the second, and I didn't even know there was a third until the memes about the cute little chimp came out, the one that looked very confused all the time. I see both sides. The American healthcare system is screwed up though. Yeah, it's so expensive here. It makes no sense. If it wasn't for my healthcare, I would not be going to the hospital at all. You know, some people who don't have healthcare, they just buy pet medicine because pet medicine, some of them are the same as human medicine. They're just named differently and their dosage is different because it's for pets. So they would just adjust the amount they take for human. And I thought it was really, really sad that some people have to resort to that. And I don't know how safe that is. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just very grateful and fortunate that I don't have to do that. Did it all of them hatch again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Planet of the Monkey. Oh, we finished the whole box today, guys. Also, I think I skipped a box. Oops. We're cheating. Wait, we can't really cheat in egg shiny hunting because I'm just missing out on eggs. That's it. If anything, I'm cheating myself because what if the egg I skipped on is the shiny? I want a tail. Oh, a tail or wings, guys. Okay, wait. I'm gonna give you guys an option. A tail, wings, or gills. G-I-L-L, the ones to let you breathe underwater. Which one? I'll say mine's after, because I want to see the consensus. Also, your guys' like reasoning, because then it might change my mind. Okay, Kilo says wings. Do you think monkeys would enjoy a bacon sandwich? For sure, for sure. Oh, my stomach is starting to growl, you guys. I didn't eat breakfast yet. I woke up not hungry because, you know, Thanksgiving night. But now I'm hungry because we were talking about Thanksgiving and lechonk. And chimpanzees eating monkeys. What we voting on? Okay, I want to do a poll, but I'm too lazy. So I'm just gonna ask you guys verbally to choose wings, tail, or gills so you can breathe underwater. Which one would you rather have? Okay, so far wings. Am I the only one who wants gills? That's why I added it. I'm afraid of heights, so I'm scared of having wings. I'm scared. Growing up I thought flying and wings would be cool. But then I realized that would mean I would be really, really high up in the sky. And I'm afraid of heights, so I don't know what would happen to me up there. Would I just freeze and panic and plummet? Or would I crash into things? Or would I just not be able to get up there? I don't know how wings... Oh, it's raining. I don't think I've ever shiny hunted in the rain before in this game. This is new. Okay. Tail why? Wings are obvious. Most people want to experience flying and or free transportation so you never have to use your car ever again and save up on gas. I want gills. I wanna go underwater without the scuba gear. I want a real life Subnautica. I wanna find the aliens they keep talking about. What kind of wings though? Okay, since majority chose wings, what kind of wings? Feathery wings, used to think, like, if it's a part of our body, right, wouldn't it just have skin? Like, wouldn't it just be like another appendage? Like a leg or an arm? Like, wouldn't it just be skin, human skin, on wings? I always wondered if that's what wings would look like, right? Because the reason birds have feathers is because they're feathery, and the reason dragons have scales is because they're scaly. So, by that logic, wouldn't that mean wings on a human would be fleshy? Think of all the money saved from not having to fly commercially. Mine was more practical. Like, think of gas money. You can just fly to Safeway or fly to work. Just bring a backpack. It's raining. It's funny. It's raining in my game, and it's sunny in IRL right now when it's been raining the past few weeks. Yeah, it is still wings, but like, I feel like they would look weird. Has anyone ever animated or like ever drawn up fleshy wings before? I guess demon wings would count, but those are leathery. Right? Demon wings are like leathery. Ooh, membrane wings, like an insect, that's true. Good point, Neko, good point. Oh, that sounds so pretty. It sounds super fragile though. I remember saving a bee this past summer because it got locked up in my house, and it was like trying to get out. We have like this windowsill in our kitchen for plants, like, you know, those ones that like kind of like extend over the wall, and it's just glass, and it's meant for your plants so they get sunlight throughout the day. We have that. I forgot what they're called. And the bee was just trying to get out that way because I guess it doesn't know what glass is. And I just saw him taking a rest there. I thought he was dead, but when I went to get a jar to pick him up because I didn't want to spook him with my hand, he moved. So I picked him up, put him outside with some water, and I was so scared to squish his little wings because they're so fragile. They're so thin and like thin and small. But yeah, butterfly wings would be cool too. Have you guys ever seen someone suture a butterfly wing back onto a butterfly? It's pretty cool. I forgot what it's called, but they would take like a broken butterfly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like I don't know where they would get the spare wing from, but they would just patch up the butterfly, and it would have a whole new wing that works. It's just different. It wouldn't survive in the wild now because the patterns are different, and the way butterflies survive is camouflage with their patterns. So, I don't know if he released the butterfly, but he fixed the butterfly where its wings was able to fly again. That was really cute. Archon wings, the Pokemon Archon. Oh yeah. I was a fairy. He was a fairy. In that case, I could have like a scorpion tail. Yeah, I mean, a tail is a tail. I think if I were to choose a tail, it would still be a monkey tail though, just because of the flexibility of it. A scorpion tail I feel like would be useful as a weapon, but a monkey tail would be like another arm or like, yeah, another arm basically, right? Do monkeys actually use their tails like that, or is it just cartoons? I don't know. As a human, I feel like we'd figure it out. Put little gloves, a little glove on my tail. They're wings of light too. That would be more fantasy. I'm thinking more like evolution-wise. What kind of stuff would we have? Gills, wings, or tail? I don't know if we would ever evolve to have like wings made of light. I don't know if our body could do that. Maybe wings of gas. Our body is full of gas. The deep sea is scary as a This is life, whatever. They're just really sad though. It's really sad. Like bear maulings. Bear maulings sound terrifying, but that's why you would never catch me camping. I think we don't have any bears in my area, but we have coyotes in the state park we have, but I don't know if they still live here because it's been a while since the last coyote sighting. And again, yeah, so I don't know if there's still coyotes here, but we still have the signs. So if anything, I won't be attacked by a bear, but you'll see me fighting a coyote because I heard coyotes like small animals and they have been known to eat pets. So while I'm walking my dog, I'll be ready. I don't know if I would win, but I'd make sure my dogs at least escaped. Yeah, so I never started to about something, so they work on it. They only work in space. Neko's getting sci-fi fantasy on us. You know the mosquito wings which make the ears putting humming noise? Those. Oh. Hummingbird wings. I think that's just vibration though that makes that noise. I have coyotes that wake me up at night. They sure do. Love to have a howling good time. Coyotes are like dogs, right? Coyotes are like dogs, and then foxes are like cats, but look like dogs. Or like they act like cats, but they're like dogs. But coyotes look like dogs and act like dogs, right? I don't know. This is just my info from online. No nickname. Okay, we have 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enough about me. What did you guys eat? Tell me. Or was it just a regular Thursday? If it was a regular Thursday, you can tell me about your lunch or dinner, whichever one was your favorite meal of the day. If you celebrated Thanksgiving, let me know if you cooked or just ate, and if so, what was it? And if you're going holiday shopping, we finished our holiday shopping early this year. I think over the years, because online shopping is getting easier and more convenient, especially since COVID, like, the way to do it now is a lot more convenient. Over the years, we've slowly stopped going to stores and just started buying everything online. As soon as, because Prime deals, Black Friday deals, and just general sales online are more frequent than physical stores, and there's no more hassle of lining up and the stress of just being overwhelmed and overstimulated on the holiday season shopping. So yeah, we finished ours. Now it's just waiting for them to come so that we can wrap it up. We got these cute Sanrio wrapping paper from Daiso. If you don't know what Daiso is, it's like a little, it's not little, but it's a chain store of Japanese stuff. It's a Japanese owned convenience store. It's not a convenience store. Home supply, home goods store. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it's a chain from Japan that sells random home goods stuff. And they have other cute things now, but we got wrapping paper and they were Sanrio themed. They were so cute. Yeah, Daiso is so good. I love Daiso. I'm glad they got really popular here. There used to be only one Daiso here, and it was the main mall here in Washington. But now that it got more popular here in the West, there's 4 different Daisos we can go to now. But only 2 big ones. The other 2 are smaller compared to the big ones, but at least there's 4 locations now. We don't start over here, and I'm about to tuck into a pasta bake. What's a pasta bake? that sounds good. I wanted to make lasagna soup. Because me and my sister are big on soup season, and we've just been having a lot of soup. But I already had the honey walnut shrimp and hasselback potatoes planned, and I didn't want to overwhelm myself by making lasagna and then turning it into soup, so I was close. But what is pasta bake? I thought I ran into the Jigglypuff. 7-Eleven closed here too. I don't know what persimmon pudding is, but I love persimmon. I like the crunch. I love persimmon when it's sweet, but not too ripe yet, where it's mushy. I like it when it's crunchy. What is the Jigglypuff doing, guys? Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about your car insurance? It's just sneaking over. I think it's trying to battle me. It's so cute. I hope I don't get into a battle right after. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. So cute. I had buffalo cheesy chicken dip we used as both dip and for buffalo wraps. Then we had French toast and sausage. Today we're picking with green bean casserole. I've never had green bean casserole. My cousin who came over did make collard greens. I love collard greens. I'm still trying to figure out a recipe to make it. And mac and cheese. And candied yams. I didn't know I like candied yams until I tried it. So, yeah, you know what they say. Don't knock it till you rock it. Don't knock it till you try it. I forget the saying. I like how I brought up the saying, but I didn't know the saying. But yeah, I like candied yams. I thought it would taste like a vegetable, but it didn't. It tasted really sweet, and I was very surprised by it. Oh, so in this case, the pasta bake is like penne pasta with tomato sauce, pepperoni. It sounds like pizza. Is it offensive if I say it sounds like pizza? To be fair, I really, really love pizza. But it sounds so good. It sounds like, what do they say in the cooking industry? The culinary arts. A deconstructed pizza. But instead of bread, it's pasta. But aren't they in the starch family? That's why if I'm having pasta, I don't eat rice. But if I'm having bread, I will still have rice or pasta, because I feel like bread isn't filling enough. But pasta and rice by themselves is already really filling, so I usually have one or the other. And surprise, surprise, I will choose rice. Depending if it's my favorite pasta. I can't choose between Filipino spaghetti or lasagna as my favorite pasta. She's just not a big... I was raised poor. Yeah, I was raised well by my grandma. But basically, my grandma used to scare me growing up and saying, well, she's very religious, by the way, so where I was raised, born and raised Catholic, so there's this thing she used to say where if we didn't finish our food or eat the food on the table, we would be punished by Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he would come in the middle of the night and feed us pigeon poop. Like, he would stuff pigeon poop in her mouth, and I thought that was like, now that I'm an adult, I was like, that is the most randomest threat I've ever. My grandma is funny. Rest in peace, grandma. Miss you. Miss you, love you, mama. But yeah, so that's just ingrained in my brain, and then because of that, I ate everything. And it kind of just stuck to me. But I'm kind of happy about it because now I'm not afraid to try new things. And that's why I really enjoy eating. I really love food. Because I don't want Jesus to come at night and feed me pigeon poop. I don't think I would like pigeon poop. That's quite the memory. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of memories. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Lola. Tagalog Lola means grandma. Also, that's why I was shocked when some of my friends growing up were named Lola. Because I pronounced it as Lola. And I was like, your name is Grandma. I was a kid. And they would be like, why are you bullying me? Why are you calling me a grandma? But I was genuinely confused. So then I was confused when they would start crying. And I was like, I just don't know what your name. And that's how I learned that Lola is a real name. And then Lola the bunny from Bugs Bunny, but it was too late. I already made that girl cry. Another word that I find very amusing is Pookie. You know how everyone says Pookie now? In my language it means vagina. There, almost said the P word, but vagina's more classy. So when people say I love you Pookie, it's just funny to us Filipinos. I still use it in a funny way. I would never call my significant other Pookie, just cause to me will always first be vagina. I do not want to call them vagina. So yeah, fun fact, if you have a Filipino friend or dating a Filipino and they know that word, yeah, maybe you shouldn't call them Pookie. It is pronounced differently though. It's Pookie, but it's just like, if you're American, it's gonna have that slang Pookie. So yeah, it's just funny when I see Pookie, like when it first came out, it's just funny. Pookie. And that is Filipino lessons with Chicha. My 30-something-year-old friends won't hardly eat anything unless it's hard to find something they like. Yeah, my nephew's like that. We went to a Korean barbecue, all you can eat, for his mom, but my cousin's birthday, and he was done eating after the appetizers because he did not like the meat. Like, you know, in Korean barbecues, the meat comes raw and then you have to cook it yourself. And usually they're not seasoned, but they're like really good, high quality meat, so it doesn't matter. You can just taste the quality. Well, he's too young to appreciate good meat or even the seasoned meat. We got some of the seasoned meat, he didn't like it. You know what he did like? The appetizer, the cheesy croquet things where it's just like fried pancake with cheese in it, and he liked that. And that's what we ordered for him. We ordered 3 orders of that for him so that he would have something to eat. But he like ignored. We even got sirloin. We got sirloin steak. We had pork belly. We had squid. We even tried ox intestine, which was actually really sweet. They had a seasoning for it that made it really sweet, and it didn't feel like we were eating intestine, which probably because they prepped it really, really well. And the only downside I could think of was that it was super, super chewy. So if you're gonna eat ox intestine on a Korean barbecue, make sure you chew really well, because you will choke on it. You will choke on it. It was very, very chewy. Other than that, it was okay. I still like my isaw more, which is a Filipino dish. Or chitterling, pork intestine. It's less chewy, easier to eat. And then we ordered 2 of the sirloin steaks. He didn't like the sirloin steak, guys. I was so shocked. I was like, oh, you prefer the juicy potatoes over steak. But yeah, I have experienced picky eaters. They are hard to eat with, especially when you're trying new things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, cheesy potatoes are good, but not at a Korean barbecue. We're there for the meat, the endless meat. We were there for 3 hours, just eating meat. They had a limit for how many we could order at once though, which made sense, so we could only order 4 meat dishes at a time. But we were like, come back soon. Do you guys hear my belly growl? It's lunch time. It's 12. I think after. But yeah, I just wanted to squeeze in this stream. I don't think I've ever streamed on a holiday. first times I ever, I started, one of the times when I first started streaming, I didn't know how to word that. Seafood enjoyer, seafood hater, seafood enjoyer. My mom loves seafood, so I grew up eating seafood. I grew up eating a lot of different things, so I'm not a picky eater. The only thing I cannot eat is certain organ meats, because to me they have a very bitter aftertaste and I don't like it. I don't like liver, heart, brain, and I think that's it. I do like gizzard and intestine. But yeah, liver, brains, and heart, they have a bitter aftertaste that I can't get into. Oh, and pork blood. I can't do. Pork blood is like a huge thing in Filipino culture. I can't eat it, so yeah. Yeah, it was goat brain. I did not know. My uncle got a whole goat. I don't know where he got it. My dad's co-worker, before he became a fireman, used to be a farmer, and he used to get like free eggs from him, homemade strawberry jam. He was like, what are they called? Drug dealers that you're connected to. He was our source. What are they called? There's like a slang term for drug dealers that's your connection. He was our connection basically to like farm food, farm meats, farm poultry. And maybe we got the goat from him because, you know, like in supermarkets, like Safeway and stuff, they don't really like the other parts of the animals. So he would just distribute it, like the pig face, the ears, the hooves, stuff like that. You don't really see that in Safeway. Those go to like Asian markets. But yeah, so we used to get stuff like that from him before he became a firefighter. Boo. I mean, not boo to firefighters. Firefighters are everyday heroes. I salute firefighters. Their jobs are scary and very essential. But no more boo to no more farm food. But yeah, so it was in the soup. I thought I was eating goat soup, normal goat soup, and my uncle gave me some, and I didn't know what was in it. I should have asked, but I was just, you know, again, not really picky, so I didn't really care. But I bit into an eyeball. I did not like the goat eyeball. The texture was so weird, and it like bursted in my mouth. And I was just so shocked. It was like, it was so ew to anyone who likes goat eyeballs. I'm sorry, I can't. It was just an overstimulating experience, like from the gush of the liquid to the bursting, and then the texture and the flavor. I got overwhelmed. And then I asked my uncle, what is this? And he was like, goat. And I'm like, no, what is in it? And he said, oh, everything. And that's how I found out I was eating brain, eyeball, the whole goat. The whole goat. Yeah, I can't. It's just, I think my first impression of it was just so bad I can't do it anymore. It's kind of like how I can't eat crawfish anymore. Crayfish, crawfish. Because we had a bad batch of crawfish growing up and it gave me food poisoning. And now I just associate it with that experience, so now I can't eat crawfish, even if I know it's in like a reputable restaurant. I just get really like nauseous because of that one experience. But yeah, I feel like sometimes it is just first impressions with food. That's why if you're raising a kid, it's a good thing to get them exposed to many types of food early. Hold on, there's a doorbell. It's our neighbors. They're giving us flowers. We have such nice neighbors, guys. It's just so weird from moving from the city where I'm used to like people ignoring you to like just living in the suburbs and then just like everyone trying to get to know everyone. But yeah, it's our neighbors. They're giving us flowers. My mom is getting the door. I checked the Ring camera on my phone and she's just has a vase of flowers. It's really sweet. Yeah. The savory gusher. Oh. That's funny. Oh, you're starting just a dubious stew from Breath of the Wild. Oh, did you guys see the Breath of the Wild? Like, there's this channel that cooks Breath of the Wild, like video game foods. It's not binging with Papish, cooking with Papish. He was the OG. But there's new channels popping up where they cook video game foods. And I was watching the dubious stew one, and I'm like, that's very interesting. But yeah, as I was saying, if you don't want a picky eater and raise your child to eat, expose them to different foods. I feel like that's the easiest way, because when they're children, they're more likely to try new things, or they'll just mimic you. So if you're eating something, sometimes they'll just try to eat it too, because children love to copy what their parents are doing, their older sisters, their brothers. And it's just an easy way to expose them to and figure out what foods they don't and do like at an early age, and then like start building their palate to that so that their first experiences with food are pleasant and not overwhelming. Because again, I feel like that's how you raise a picky eater. They just get overwhelmed and then they just have bad experiences and then they just don't want to try anything new ever again. Or you just threaten them and say Jesus is coming, or whoever you guys believe in is gonna come in and feed you pigeon poop. Or if you're like an atheist and you don't believe anything, you just say Santa's coming. Do atheists believe in Santa still? Or the Easter Bunny? I've always wondered that. Is there any atheists in chat? I'd love to have this conversation. My cousin is an atheist, or I forget, agnostic, or I forget the difference, but he's agnostic. But he was raised Catholic with me before he figured out he was agnostic. So then he still believed in Santa and the Tooth Fairy and stuff like that, because again, it's what we were raised with. And the Easter Bunny. But I'm curious about other people's experiences with that. Did you guys have parents hiding? My parents were so bad at it. Like, I believed in Santa for like 2 weeks when I was introduced to Santa, but then my parents would be like, what do you want for Christmas? And then we would just go shopping and get it. So I just knew right away Santa was not the one giving me presents. And then same thing with the Tooth Fairy. Every time I had a new tooth fall out, my mom would just give me $1 a quarter. And then I would just slip it under my pillow and then pretend it was from the Tooth Fairy. Like, my parents tried to keep the magic alive, but they were very good at it. Cthulhu is coming. I read Cthulhu for the first time, and I really think horror is subjective, because I feel like before, when H.P. Lovecraft first made these stories, people weren't really thinking about stuff like that yet, so it was terrifying. But to me, I feel like Cthulhu would be a really cool dude. To me, he might kill me, but I feel like he'd be really cool to me. You know? I don't know. That's what I think. Some of the stories did freak me out, but a lot of the H.P. Lovecraft stories are just very interesting. They're thought-provoking, but not scary. A little bit, maybe, disturbing, but nothing freaked me out too much. I just think maybe at that time it was, when it was first being published. Yeah, they are. I'm learning about eldritch creatures, and now I can see why it's like a cult. I'm switching to soft-spoken because there's a truck. But yeah, I can see now why there's like a cult around all eldritch things. I think they would be, I do think they are really cool design monsters. Hi Cookie Dough, I like your name. We had fruit juice earlier and we have toffee jam. Oh my my gosh, you guys are making me hungry. I wonder if someone named Sammy Sandwich is gonna come. That would be a really cool username. Sandwich. It'll be like Sammy the Sandwich or Sandwich. Sammy for short. Or Mitch. But welcome, Cookie Dough. Cheyenne was not the name, but I'm all here for it. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoy the stream. I just think horror has evolved. Yeah, I just think the concept of what scares people has evolved. Because I think it's also changing now. With movies like The Substance and Woman of the Hour, where it's realistic horror, like stuff that could actually happen to you. Or like realism horror is what they're called, where it's like everyday horror. The fear of growing old, the fear of being stalked or murdered by someone you know, or the fear of just dying alone, or mental illness. That's pretty scary. I too am afraid of my own thoughts. What's the rustic girl life? Wait, what's that? For months of coal. Damn. Coal is expensive now. Pigeon poop is free. Oh, I want to adopt a pigeon, guys. I went down a rabbit hole of like where pigeons came from, what they were used for, and how they were just abandoned after the wars. And that's why they're kind of dumb. They have no survival skills. They were very dependent on us. It's like if we domesticated dogs and then decided collectively to just stop taking care of dogs. I think the dogs would do better though, because they still have that primal instinct in them. Because homeless dogs do well in the Philippines. They actually have a name for homeless dog breeds because they are a breed in the Philippines called Aspen. A-S-P-I-N. Aspen. They're Pinoy dogs. I thought it was really cool we gave them a name. Because like technically they're their own breed. They've like existed for such a long time. I genuinely thought this was so much, and I was going to use that in the ASMR tab on YouTube. No, I don't think I could do a normal Shiny stream. I mean, I think I could, but where would the fun in that be? I would just be like every other streamer. I don't think there's a lot of shiny hunting ASMR. That's why I got it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do that right? Or was that too many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys would call me out, right, if I counted wrong. I hope you guys would. Don't let me slide. Dingoes are once our friends too. Is dingoes just an Australian thing? Or do they live in other parts of the world? Just like Fantasy Time has evolved too. Yeah. I was thinking of sci-fi and fantasy now. Sci-fi now is just like AI taking over the world. And then fantasy, let me think of what's the most recent fantasy. I'm trying to think. I haven't really been watching fantasy anymore. Oh, we still have a lot of boxes left. As someone says, there's survival studies featuring pigeons. I just think pigeon stories sad, and I want to adopt a pigeon, but I know my dogs don't understand what a pigeon is, and I'm scared they would hurt the pigeon, or I don't know, be afraid. Because we didn't really socialize our dogs to like anything else but other dogs, so I'm afraid of them meeting like other animals, because I don't want them to get hurt or them hurting other animals, you know? As a pet owner, we are responsible for our pets, so be mindful. Make sure that you're not putting them in situations where they can get hurt or hurt other things. I did it right. Nice. Thanks, Kilo. Sansa still exists. Just use subliminal to spread joy as well as active. He saves money on reindeer food. into sci-fi, and fantasy growing up, but I was also into like weird stuff, and it was like dark fantasy. And we had like this art project where we had to make something with clay, like pottery clay. And he said it could be anything, just have to make a story about it, of why you made it. And I chose to make a bald little fairy, and it was blue with a green dress inspired by Tinkerbell, but its skin was blue. Because I think at the time I was reading fantasy books, but about the Tith, and the Tith is like fairies, but like the dark side of fairies, not like Tinkerbell fairies. Fairies that thrive on, you know, chaos, the suffering of others. So then I combined it with that, but made it a little bit better. And instead of the tooth fairy, it was a bald fairy. And what my fairy would do is he would come at night and steal your hair. And so instead of them giving you money for your teeth, she would just come out at night and steal your hair. Because she was bald and she was jealous. But the poor fairy didn't know that human hair cannot go on fairies' heads, so she was forever bald and forever just stealing people's hair. This was in middle school. I really wish I still had that statue of that fairy I made, but it broke when we moved houses. We moved a lot growing up, so it was inevitable. I was either gonna lose it or break it, and I broke it. So my mom threw it away, but I really, really wish I still had it. Because I thought it was the coolest thing I ever made. Yeah, Filipino folklore is super cool. If you guys have Netflix, and if it's on Netflix, watch Malari. Mallari. It's a horror movie based on aswangs, which is aswangs. It's like a very vital part of Pokemon Filipino folklore, Pokemon folklore, where it's just like existed forever. Aswangs. It's like the boogeyman. Aswangs are like the boogeyman, or like Sasquatch. It's our version of cryptids, or like Wendigos, stuff like that. Aswang is just like the term, but there's different ones. Malari is a really cool movie, kind of like displaying or like showcasing modernized aswangs, and I thought it was really cool. Free haircut, I take it, but that's great. Yeah, no, I was a really weird kid. I mean, that's what happens when you watch anime. And played video games instead of socializing. Because growing up, I realized I didn't really play with my friends a lot. They would invite me to things, but I would always use the excuse of like, I can't go because of my mom, or I have homework. And then I would go home and just play video games. Did you guys do that too, where you chose to go home and play video games instead of hang out with friends? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was a lot more social in kindergarten, like elementary. Elementary was the like time period when I would actually hang out, go to the park, ride my bike, go to my friend's house. But middle school, I got my first ever laptop with the excuse of using it for homework in school. But because of it, I discovered gaming, anime, K-pop, and I started staying home and doing stuff like that. Be like, yeah, I have homework. And homework like took 30 minutes. So it's middle school. It's not that hard. It wasn't that hard yet. And then the rest of the day, I was either playing. Let me see. What was I playing back then? I couldn't buy video games because my parents didn't know I was playing video games, so I could only download free stuff. I think majority of it was watching anime on YouTube, and then MMOs. I think a lot of MMOs back then were free. Like the ones I played were free. I didn't do the subscription ones, so I didn't get into WoW or Final Fantasy. I think I was playing like Maple Story, Eden Eternal, Fly. I tried to fly for a little bit, if you guys know what that is. And then I would just try like free stuff. I even learned how to get into like overseas MMOs that were only allowed like in Korea, Japan. So I was playing Fantasy Star Online, but on Japanese servers. I figured out how to do that. And there was supposed to be a Dragon Ball Z MMO. And there was this guy on YouTube. All you had to do was comment. Oh my god, the olden days of the internet, where YouTube was like the only social forum except for like Reddit and stuff like that. I forget the other ones, but there was like no Twitter, no Facebook, no Discord yet, so we were talking on the YouTube comments like, if you want your own Japanese account made for this Dragon Ball Z MMO, put a comment down below and I'll email it to you. And then I did that. So naive. I trusted a stranger online, but he wasn't scamming. He actually did it. He made me an account for the Japanese Dragon Ball Z MMO, and I got in and played. And then 3 weeks later, it got shut down. I think it was like a cease and desist. Kind of like with Battle World, but because I don't think it was official Dragon Ball Z. I don't think it was the official Dragon Ball Z people making it. I think it was just fans making an online MMO. But yeah, I'm Fisherman Saitama with butterfly wings. That's so cute. I'll try to like draw it in one of my streams, recreate it. But just imagine like it could be. Except her eyes were like almond shaped and slanted upwards, and they were pitch black. Because that's how I imagined dark fairies would be. They had pitch black eyes. No soul. No soul. I remember 2000 I watched ancient Pokemon AMVs and Fate State Night AMVs. AMVs were the ways I used to get my music taste. That's how I discovered Linkin Park. It's a Naruto AMVs. But yeah, and K-pop. So I discovered K-pop. Also, how I got into my short phase of being into Hatsune Miku was because of YouTube. During that era, Hatsune Miku was really big. It was like all over YouTube. Okay, let me see real quick. How many? Is that 5 or no? Not yet. 2 more. Oof, I dozed off. Welcome back, Fruit Juice. You just missed Cookie Dough. Unless Cookie Dough's still here. I like that. My chatters today, viewers, are food-based. I like that. I don't know why, but it makes me a little happy. World is Mine was one of my favorite music. I don't remember any of the ones I watched. I just remember all of her music videos were dark and sad and or tragic and was very violent. They never really showed the gore, but it was implied, so it was very violent. Yeah, so I'm just playing the ones. Okay, Cookie Dough, meat, fruit juice. Okay, sorry. You guys sound like, I don't know, like, you know, when you open the fridge in Sims games, and then you don't really have a lot of options in the beginning. So it's just like when you open the fridge of Sims games, and it's just like fruit juice and cookie dough, and then which one would you like to snack on? That's all I imagined when you guys popped up on my chat. This isn't Shoop da Whoop. Oh yeah, Nyan Cat. I used to think Nyan Cat was like a Pop-Tart. crazy frog. The one is like bling, dang, ding, 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 da, ding, ding. I don't remember the whole song. It was like ba la da da da, and it's just like a random sounds. Crazy frog. That was in my brain for so long, and he was so weird. And blue double deep double die. Blue double D double die, da double D double die, double D double die. I'm blue double D. I might get copyrighted. But Crazy Frog was so weird. They would do so well on TikTok now. If they brought that back, it would do so well on TikTok. I also remember the chat rooms. You guys remember chat rooms on YouTube? That was like a thing. I was so invested in that. When is this going to turn pink? I don't know. Oh shoot. Gummy bear too. Oh, I am a gummy bear. Is it like that? And you just say gummy bear. Gummy bear, I don't remember as much, but I do remember. But it's like foggy. It's not as vivid as the other memories. Those count as memes, though, right? That was our version of memes. That was the memes, the memes, the memes. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, now you're fine, Cookie Dough. You're learning. I want my neon pink Fuecoco. We're gonna name him What's Pink in Life? I'll do a poll. I'll pick my favorite names for Fuecoco, and then we'll do a poll when we finally get him. Wait, I got one to hatch. No, I'll do that next time. We should just hatch these ones. Let's finish these. I gotta go, guys. I just realized it's 12:30, and I'm really hungry now. Fruit juice, cookie dough. You guys were great, but I need something more filling. Is there anyone named like, I don't know, burger, pizza? Pepperoni pizza sounds so good right now. I don't know, I'm craving something greasy after all that Thanksgiving food. I need some like junk food. Do you guys ever just crave oil or grease? Greasy foods. Not straight up oil, but you know, unhealthy. I always wondered what that meant. I learned in my health journey, because I'm trying to eat healthier growing up or just have healthier habits, that if your body is craving something, it usually means it's deficient in something, like a nutrient or a vitamin, and that's why it's craving it. It wants it. So I don't know what kind of nutrient I'm craving in oil and greasy foods, but that's what I learned. Also, Jim, welcome to stream. I had a double chocolate chip cookie for Thanksgiving because there's like the crumble cookies. I don't really like crumble cookie, but they were doing the Thanksgiving stuff, and they were doing pies, and we got pecan pie, apple pie, key lime pie, silk pie, and I think those were the only pies we got. Did not like the pecan pie because it was all pecan. It tasted just like pecan. I did not get any pie. But again, it's crumble cookie. I don't know if I should like generalize but pecan pie off of one place. But I'm really excited to eat pumpkin pie again because I haven't had pumpkin pie since high school. But yeah, so we got all the pies. And then our loan lender, she gave us another pumpkin pie, so now we just have a bunch of pumpkin pie. And so we bought 2 tubs of Cool Whip. Do you guys just raw dog the pie and just eat it without Cool Whip, or do you guys need Cool Whip? Mine depends on the pie. If it's apple pie, I don't need the Cool Whip. I love apple pie, so I can eat it without Cool Whip. But other pies, especially with that pecan pie, I needed Cool Whip. And pumpkin pie, I need Cool Whip. Hi, Pepper Brooks. I think Kilo likes pecan pie. Pecan pie is Kilo's favorite. It was just, again, my first time trying pecan pie, so I didn't like it. But it's from Crumble, so I'll probably try pecan pie from like another place and see if that helps. Because a lot of people say they like pecan pie. Pecan. Is it pecan or pecan? Pecan pie. We can, you can, pecan pie. I can, you can, he can, she can, we can, pie. I don't know. My brain. He's giving sprinkles. It's giving. Wait, what are we talking about? It's giving Cool Whip. Are we talking about stuff that we put on stuff? It's giving cinnamon. It's ASMR, so if you can't hear me, then I'm sorry. Are you wearing headphones? Headphones help. Pronouns. Pie nouns. Wait, that's witty. Good job, Toffee Jim. Gold star. Oh, you guys hear that? Oh, that is kind of scary. It's the geese. Oh man, I think. Oh, chicken pot pie. I still haven't had a meat pie, guys. I really want to try meat pie, but I'm really scared. I want my first meat pie to be really good because I don't want to have, again, a bad impression on it. First impressions are everything. I had fufu for the first time. Fufu. You know, like that, soft, sticky ball rice that you eat with meat. I liked it. It was just like rice. I did not expect it to be just like eating rice, but a different texture. But I enjoyed it. Is it geese? Yes, it is geese. We live again in a state park. It's full of animals, and the geese love the golf courses here in our neighborhood. So yeah, we have geese. It's funny because when we're driving, sometimes they'll use the crosswalk. They're really smart because I think they watch other people use it, so they just learned. And then we'll just wait for the family of geese to like cross the crosswalk, and it'll cause traffic. But we can't do anything about it. Because what kind of evil soul would run over geese, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Golfing ASMR. I don't know how to golf. And also, I don't know where that came from. Also, I don't know if I can make it relaxing because I get really competitive in sports because I'm really bad at it. So, just hear me frustrated grunting. I like apple pie by itself, sometimes occasionally with ice cream. Oh my gosh, especially when it's warm. And you heat up the apple pie, and then you put the ice cream on top, and then it just kind of melts. I like to do that with brownies, fudge brownies too. Just ice cream and fudge brownies. So good, so good. My family made like peanut butter pie for Thanksgiving. I didn't really get it. Was it good though? Did you like it? Sometimes it's the flavor that counts with ideas. The greasy grain might be caused lack of fatty foods during the week, or if you lack sleep. Oh, that makes sense. Fruit juice. The lack of sleep one makes sense if that is what it is. I do not have a regular sleeping schedule. I've never had rhubarb pie. I thought that was only in the movies. Like someone made it as a joke in a movie. Is it a vegetable? What is rhubarb? I've never seen lemon meringue pie. I've been looking. I've only seen lemon meringue flavors, like cookie or ice cream. But the pie is elusive. I didn't to try the pie, honestly. I only went for the apple pie. Okay, since I'm still chatting anyway, might as well hatch these eggs. I was supposed to go eat, but we're talking about pie, and it is quite riveting. This is my type of conversation. Yes, pie connoisseurs. Or food connoisseurs, yes, yes. You know, like people who go wine tasting, they'll swirl the cup of wine around and sniff it and drink it. I like to waft the apple slice pie and then spin the plate and then take a bite. Oh, fancy pie. I love how the lattice of the pie overlaps just enough so that you can see the pie filling, but holds the pie just enough that the filling does not burst. And yes, I'm doing a weird accent because that's what I think is fancy. Man, I'm hungry again. But I finished that stack dinner. Craving something sweet though. You always need to finish. Well, you don't always. It depends. But as a person with a sweet tooth, you always need to finish your meal with something sweet. I like to finish it with either like ice cream, a cookie, or a piece of candy if I'm really desperate. But I like to finish my stuff with sweet, or else it doesn't feel like I ate anything. I didn't try that. I only went for the apple pie. Cookie dough said, I know what I want, and I get what I want, and I want apple pie. I'm actually really interested in the peanut butter pie. I'm gonna see if that's a real thing and look it up, because I've never heard of it before. What is the best cake type? Chocolate. Chocolate. I'm biased. But now that I've grown older, and I'm scared of diabetes because my grandma had diabetes, so it runs in my family. I've kind of been trying not to get too much sweet things, so I've been leaning towards more like strawberry shortcake cakes, because it's like still sweet but not too sweet, because the bread is like white cake or vanilla, I forget, because chocolate is always pretty sweet. But I really like cheesecake. If I had to go to add a go-to cake, it'd be cheesecake, because cheesecake goes with anything. Blueberries, chocolate, cheesecake. I feel like cheesecake is like vanilla. It could be the base for any kind of cake. I've been obsessed. I was too busy playing with my nephew to eat the pies. Aw, that's cute. Do you battle your nephew? Or do you guys just do cute things together, like explore and catch Pokemon and trade Pokemon? Or do you guys battle each other? I've been kind of obsessed with s'mores. Never tried them, but they look so tempting. Really? They're really easy to make. If you have a gas stove, you can make s'mores at home. You don't need to have to go to a campfire. And if you're really desperate, you can cheat and microwave the chocolate and marshmallow. But yeah, s'mores are really good. It also depends though on the type of chocolate you get. Because one time my mom, she wanted to save money, so she didn't want to buy more chocolate. So we used Crunch bars. And it's safe to say, don't use Crunch bars as your chocolate for s'mores, because the texture will be so weird. Because you know, Crunch has like those nougats or peanuts or whatever it is inside. Toilet flush. Sorry. Again, I have guests over. They're using the hallway bathroom, just really close to my room. Cheesecake is a pie. Is it? Is cheesecake a pie? Wait, why is it not called cheese pie? I've been lied to. Is it really? Also, I like how you say your name is No No, and then cheesecake is a pie. It's like you're telling me no, 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 no. Oh gosh. I've been yapping so much, I haven't been reading the comments. I'm so sorry, guys. Do you guys have Victoria sponge cake? I don't know. It could be a different name. The bad thing about me, though, is about me not being a picky eater, is sometimes I will eat things without asking what it is first. So I will not know s'mores is really, it's a safe food. Like you can't go wrong with it if you really like sweets. It's pretty good. So it's like vanilla cake with strawberry jam, buttercream, and sugar powder on top. Oh, I don't know then. Maybe. I didn't battle, but I gave him some parrot dogs when we were doing picnics. Oh, that's so cute. I don't like battling either. It's not my favorite thing. Well, PvP, I'm okay with battling NPCs, but other players, I just never got into competitive Pokemon. But I know if I ever did play Pokemon with my nephew and he liked battling, I would do my best to beat him every time. I would be the Cynthia in his life. I gotta teach them young. And he'll thank me one day when he's Pokemon champion and he's in the Pokemon tournaments. I would be in his thank you speech like, thank you to my auntie who never let me win. She gave me this competitive streak. That's horrible. Okay. I hope you try this. You'll probably have to make it. You'll need persimmon pulp. I'll look it up first, because I'm not a good baker. I don't bake at all. The only thing I've ever baked was the ones that are already like ready to put in the oven, like cookie dough or Pillsbury stuff. You literally just unwrap it and then you put it in the oven. That's the only thing I've ever baked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But with that said, guys, gave her horrible. Never let her win this grandma. Oh, am I a grandma now? I said auntie. William, how dare? I'm only 28. Wait, like what? Like what? Wait, what? Like what? Sorry, that was my computer. Like what? Wait, what? Did I, like, stop in the middle of a sentence again? I heard my name. Oh, no. I was talking about stuff I bake. I only use, like, cookie dough that's ready to go in the oven. I'm sorry. I was talking about the food cookie dough, not you cookie dough. I'm so sorry. Oh, I thought you were telling this. No, that's me. My grandma didn't play Pokemon. My grandma watched us play Pokemon. She was the one that would tell us to go to bed. Because me and my cousin were up too late. But we're like, we can't save yet. You know, when you're in the middle of a Pokemon battle, you can't save. So, yeah, she would just turn off our Game Boys and it would make us cry. Oh, grandma. But yeah, no, sorry, cookie dough. I was talking about like things I've baked before. Just cookie dough and Pillsbury stuff. You just put in the oven because it's ready. The baker in my family is my sister. Or the chef, because she also makes a lot of things. I just cook when no one else can cook. I'm the spare chef. I prefer to eat. I'm the judges in the Master Chef. I don't cook. I just eat and I judge. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream, guys. I can't. I'm really hungry. Also, we keep talking about food. I love talking about food, but I think it's making it worse. And I want to eat the pumpkin pie that we have in the fridge. Also, the other food, I forgot what we have, but I'm gonna dig through my fridge. But thank you guys for joining stream. This was a lot of fun. I like it chatting and yapping and Pokemon, so I love it when chats like this and we just bounce the conversation. It's fun. Because I can chat by myself, but then where's the fun in that? I would just be talking to myself. So I really appreciate you guys entertaining my thoughts. Oh, one last thing. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you when I see you. Have a good rest of your weekend, guys. I hope you guys have a really fun and productive weekend. And if you have pets, please say hi to your pets for me. And if you can pet them for me, please. Please and thank you. next time you water them, tell them it's from me, okay? It's like I shipped over water. I brought the rain from Seattle to your house. This one's on me, guys. But here goes the emojis. I'll see you guys when I see you. Thank you again to everybody who came by and the new viewers and or people who are just lurking. I hope you enjoyed stream. Thank you, Toffee Jim, Cookie Dough, Fruit Juice, Neko, William, Jim, Kilo, George. Thank you guys for keeping me company and for indulging me on my food talk. It was really fun. I'll see you guys